Hi, it's me, Steffi. I was just checking out my new channel and saw some comments that I hadn't gotten to because I've hardly been online for the last week, maybe even 2 weeks. I mean, I've been online, but we've been listing and trying to kind of fine-tune everything. We've got an Instagram and a TikTok now for Hope Chest resellers. Tracy does Instagram, I do the TikToks because I love doing that. But I'm sitting in our resale room, which we've been working on, and I'm going to give you a tour of it later. Today it's kind of a big fat mess because we've been making up a lot of craft kits. Now my friend Chance suggested I do that for the beads. I still want to do that for jewelry, but we took that idea, Chance, and we made craft or sewing kits like thread, sequins, my daughter's texting me. What else did we put in them? Buttons, ribbon, trim, just everyone's different. Tracy had a ball. She made them all up. I had nothing to do. I just got the stuff out and let her have fun. And she made up probably a good 20 of these bags, which we're going to start listing in the next day or two. Today I'm trying to get some little random things listed. But the whole room has been completely moved around. Behind me is the stuff, a lot of stuff I have to list. This whole shelf behind me is a lot of stuff. Between my studio and here, we have tons of stuff to list because I'm not sure how much more I'm going to do on Etsy. I'm kind of tired of Etsy. But let's see, what have we been up to? Been working on getting the business going and organized. A few sales, nothing to write home about. My studio looks like it absolutely blew up. It's hideous. It's kind of a staging area where stuff goes in while we're organizing because we got to get this room nicely organized. And right now it's kind of blown up because we have supplies for making these kits. And we still have to do the jewelry ones. We got to get these listed. I don't know what's going on. I guess getting older, everything wrinkles, doesn't it? You don't notice it till you're on camera, and then you want to go like this. Normally I have a higher shirt, but I have a lower shirt on, so excuse the lighting really shows everything. We got a nice LED. My husband found the best LED lights for our ceiling fan, so I look a little washed out. I'm not quite so pale as I'm looking here, but at least you can see me, and that's a far cry from some of my past videos on the other channel. I don't know, not everybody watched the old channel, I'm sure, but I'm sure a lot of you did follow me from over there. But yesterday, we spent the day with our oldest granddaughter, Emily, who was on some of my videos. She recently got her driver's license. She's 21 now. She'll be 22 in October. Oh, shoot. I'm having some trouble with my tripod here. It's got these weird legs that you can bend. So they're like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's all tweaked, and I know I'm not centered right on the screen. But anyway, we spent the day with her yesterday. David had to help her. They both work for the same company, so he was helping her with the site, showing her how to have direct deposits done and all that for her bank account. And then we took her out for kind of brunch at IHOP. And then we went out to some thrift stores because she wanted to do that. And then we got home and hung out for a little bit. And then David looked at her car. And then she went home and we kind of crashed. Saturday we went to our other daughter's house. This is our older daughter's daughter that we hung out with yesterday. Tracy, the one I'm in business with. Our younger daughter, we went to see her and her husband Saturday. I made a huge lasagna and a homemade cheesecake. And we brought it out because his birthday was on the 15th and we weren't able to get together that day. So we took it over to him with his birthday present and just spent like 5 or 6 hours over there on Saturday. Plus I got up that morning, made the cheesecake, got it in the oven. Then while it was cooking, I mixed together and cooked everything for the lasagna, pulled out the cheesecake, put the lasagna in. So by the time we got home that night, we were both exhausted. So really, it was a really fun weekend, but nothing got done around the house. David's actually doing laundry for me today, because I've just been trying to, we've been trying to work on these kits, and then I've been working on listing today. I mean, some of it's just silly stuff. Like these are little figurines that look like junk, you know. But they're actually, when I checked them, they were worth a little bit of money. So we're going to list them. They would have normally gone to our little granddaughter, but they're actually worth something. So we've got all kinds of interesting trims and stuff, and we're going to put most of it on eBay and Mercari. Etsy, I've got a few things. I've got a lot of bags of sequins, big lots of sequins on there. And then today I'm waiting for a bread maker to come. Tracy and I are trying to make bread every day. And I had an old bread maker that I bought used on Mercari for $45. It was a Cuisinart. And I don't know what the people that now, I bought it from somebody that bought it from someone else. So she didn't use it. But when you take, mine's got the actual bread pan in it where it looks like a bread pan, just a little bit smaller. It makes it up to a 2-pound loaf. And you put it in, you screw it, pull, you kind of put it in sideways and pull it tight. The little flapper's in there, and then you put everything in there. And when you pull it out, it looks like an actual loaf of bread. And the little pan is Teflon. So when you pull it out, you let it cool and pull it out, the bread just falls out. The little flapper comes out with it, and you have to dig it out. I guess you can pause the machines when they're done with their kneading, right before they rise the second time. You can pull the dough out. You can pull out the little flapper and put the dough back in. I'll learn how to do that. I've never done it. But anyway, whoever owned it scraped the crud out of it by getting something in there to pull the bread out. And I don't know why, because it just dumps out. But I don't like Teflon that's all scratched up. Now, in a bread maker, it's less, I hate to use the words dangerous, than in a cooking pan where you're taking a spatula and going over it and loosening the chipped Teflon. The bread's just going in, the bread's coming out. But I wanted to buy a replacement. Well, $70 for, because they don't make it, at Cuisinart doesn't sell it anymore. So you have to go to a replacement company who doubles the price. Well, I don't know how old this machine is. They don't make it anymore. It's their first version. Now they're making the second version. So I'm not going to spend $70 on a bread pan when I don't know how many years this machine has left. So what I did is I bought a brand new machine. I looked up the 10 best bread machines and bought one of the upper ones. And then I told Tracy if she wants to take the other one home for days that we're not making bread, she can take it home, and it's not going to hurt anybody to use it. But this one has a ceramic. It's supposed to be here any minute. So we're going to try to do a couple videos. I have yet another channel. I've never even started this channel, and I already have to rename it because the name I chose, another YouTuber decided to own that name. Really ticked off the homestead community. So I can't use the name I picked. I have to slightly tweak it. But it was one, David and I were going to do gardening and chickens and things around the house and all that. And we still do want to do that. So I think we're going to start that channel up. And all I'm going to film on there is stuff I'm already doing. And put it on that channel. If I'm gardening, film what I'm doing. If we get our chickens, like we're planning all the different stages of getting the chickens, buying the chickens, everything I'll put on that channel. So when I get that title fixed, but it was supposed to be Vintage Urban Homestead, but somebody bought the name Urban Homestead, so I can't use it. So I have to do like Urban Vintage Homestead, something like that. We have a 100-year-old house, and it's urban. It's, you know, suburban. So I thought that'd be fun. Well, somebody bought the rights to the Urban Homestead, and even though it has vintage in front of it, I don't want to mess with them. So I'm going to change it around a little bit, and then eventually we're going to do some bread baking on it. We want to learn to make all kinds of soap and candles. And when we're doing these things, I figured why not record it and share it? It might be kind of fun. I could put it on this channel, but we want to kind of do all kinds of stuff, and David might even film some videos on his own, some projects he wants to do. So I figured that wouldn't suit this one, but so eventually I'll have 3 channels. One that's not really active. I might put an occasional thing up there, but I think the tutorials will just go on here going forward. But my other ones will always be available. A couple people are concerned, but I promise that channel, I keep an eye on it. I'll make sure nothing happens to it. And like I said, I might occasionally just put a video on there just to keep the channel active so that, you know, it pops up. Might just be a simple, you know, I don't know what's going on with our business, even though it's not, although I still have, my business is Etsy. But anyway, we plan on having yard sales and all kinds of stuff, so that might go on here. But everything around the house that we work on, we'll put onto this urban homestead or vintage urban homestead or urban vintage homestead, however we decide to do it. It's just stuff we're going to do anyway, and we might as well show you. And I thought it'd be fun. It's something I've wanted to do since before Steffi's Beads and Baubles, and it never happened. So I'm still messing with this thing. So that's one thing I want to do, because that's what I wanted to do on YouTube. I wanted to share everything I'm doing. And, you know, if I wanted to cook something, I wanted to share. Like, I would have loved to have done the lasagna, but I couldn't. It was too pressure. I had to get it done. But maybe one day I'll make my cheesecake, and I'll make another lasagna one day, because everybody does lasagna different. So it's fun to see how different people do it. That might go on the homestead one, though. I don't know. But they'll all be linked in my link tree, so you'll be able to get to any of the channels and see what's going on. But for now, this is where I'm active. I haven't been in almost 2 weeks, and I apologize. And I really will try to get at least one video out a week, 2 if possible. But even if it's just a quick catch-up. I'm already at 11 minutes. Man, I'm just babbling along. I took a break from eBay because my phone barely had a bar, and it was turning red, so I knew that the phone was going to die on me, and so it's up to 80%. But I used one of the big cubes, like for an iPad, and I've got an extra heavy one of those lightning cords. It's really long. I think it's about an 8-foot cord, because it's plugged in across the room, and I've still got spare. But I'm letting it get to 100%, and I'm going to list a few more things. But I was taking a break, and I decided to take a break from my break after I saw so many comments I hadn't seen. Answered everybody. And I'll go look for more too. But I answered the ones I've found so far. And I'll make sure I stay on top of that and don't miss any more. Because comments mean everything to me. I don't ever get more than maybe 5 to 10 per video. And they mean everything to me. I love comments. I love talking to you guys. I love answering your comments. I love when you guys banter back and forth with me. And so I don't ever want to miss a comment. But I didn't think there were any more. I'd answered all the ones, and I thought we were done, and I missed a couple, and I feel so bad. So please know, if I ever miss your comment, it wasn't intentional, and never hesitate to hit me up again, even if it's a different video, and say, hey, I commented on your old video. I'll go back and read it. Don't ever hesitate. I don't want to miss a comment. It's really important to me. And I try to stay up, but sometimes I can get on there and see all my comments, and I will check that. And sometimes, I'm telling you, they do not show up on the dashboard of my YouTube channel. And later I'll find one, sometimes a year later, that never showed up. And I'm horrified. So please know I'd never do it intentionally. As far as the diet front, basically what I'm doing is cutting my portions way down. Like we cut small pieces. This lasagna was thick, but I only made our pieces this big. And like last night, we had a piece of leftover at my daughter's house. We had a big salad, and we had garlic bread that I bought. If you ever bought them at Walmart, they almost look like an eye. They're kind of a pointed roll. They sell them in big bags, and they go to a point, and you get them on the day-old bakery for a couple bucks. So I bought one of those, and one of our granddaughters cut them in half, buttered them, put garlic powder and little Parmesan cheese on them, and we each got one full roll, so 2 halves. And then our lasagna and a salad. And then we each got a piece of cheesecake. And so it's a pretty rich dinner. And so last night we were tired from the day, so we each had a small piece. And I mean, it was a good size. It was more like what you get at a restaurant, because they don't give you a big piece. And it was about that big. And then I had broccoli with mine. He didn't want any vegetables with his. And then we made some more garlic bread. A piece of French bread I had in the fridge that I wanted to use before it went bad. So I'm trying to eat less portions and not eat. If we have a treat, it's right after dinner, like a couple cookies or a little scoop of ice cream. It's right after dinner, and then we don't eat till the next day. And sometimes it's breakfast, sometimes it's lunch. Today I don't think I ate till 10. Yeah, Tracy came here about 9:30, and by the time we got settled in our resale room to work, that's when I started eating. It was just some leftover. I make oatmeal cookies. I should do that on one of my channels. I basically take oats, and you take either a smashed up banana or two, or you take some applesauce or pumpkin puree. Anyway, you make cookies that don't have any flour or eggs. It's basically like eating oatmeal, and they're really delicious. You can do anything with them. I'll do that one day too. I've been wanting to do that on a video. So I had some leftover from the other day. So I finished those few cookies, I guess. They're about this big. For breakfast, and then for lunch I just had a whole wheat peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I wasn't very hungry. And then later I was a little hungry. I had a bowl of unsweetened yogurt with some blueberries, honey, and a little stevia in it. And so I'm trying to eat healthier food, although the lasagna and cheesecake were not healthy, and just smaller portions, and not eat after dinner. Now, I haven't gotten on the scale in a week or two. I'm kind of afraid to. I can see the weight. I can see I've gained. And we wanted to get back on keto. But right now, with all the rumors about eggs being $1 an egg, and maybe not being able to get chicken or beef, or, I don't know if these rumors are true or not. I actually did a video for this channel talking about it, and decided not to post it because I don't want to add to the conversation right now, because I don't know anything. Right now the stores are full. Now what farmers are saying is, yes, that's from last year. Don't base what you're thinking on last year's crops, but we're not growing for next year. So in August it'll start slowing down, and next year there'll be nothing in the stores. I don't know. So we all need to keep a little extra in our house. Even if you don't have a lot of room, just have whatever you use, have a spare or two. That's what I've always done. If I use a product, Parmesan cheese, I always have 1 to 2 spares of whatever I use on a daily basis. Not everything I use, but the things we really love. I always have a couple spares. I've always done it. I mean, nothing you could live on for years or anything like that, but enough that, if things got slim, it gave me time to buy another one before my stash ran out. And that's really all we can do right now, is put aside our favorite foods and kind of hedge the inflation a little bit. If you buy them before they go up too much, then you're not paying quite as much. But I don't know. We're all just going to have to sit and wait and see, because, in the past, I remember it was about 2-3 years ago, they said, I can't remember, time's flying by, there's not going to be any wheat. Wheat is gone. There's not going to be any wheat in the stores. And I did buy extra and put it in my freezer. Guess what? It's still sitting there because we never had an issue. But I'll tell you what, I went to King Arthur. I'm looking at the box right now. King Arthur flour. And I was able to order whatever I wanted. I wanted some bread flour and some regular flour from them. Interesting fact, we baked 2 loaves of bread, one with organic flour from a grocery store, a local grocery store, H-E-B, and 1 loaf from Walmart's regular flour. The Walmart one was not as tall and fluffy as the organic was. So I thought a little bit better quality flour. But I could order whatever I wanted. There was no limits, no shortages. They weren't out of anything. So I don't know. I think all we can do is wait and see. But I'm just trying my best to keep healthy foods in the house. And tonight I'm going to make spaghetti with all the extra sauce I had left over from the lasagna. And I'm going to put bell peppers and onion. I'm either making that or I'm making Spanish rice to go with the beans I made yesterday. And I put that in the rice cooker. I put brown rice, and I put some canned diced tomatoes. I drain them into a measuring cup and use that juice as part of the water. I add water to it to the amount you're supposed to have, and put the drained tomatoes in the rice cooker, and I add a chopped tiny diced bell pepper, onion, or you can use those canned chilies, and taco seasoning. And then I put the water in and put it in the rice cooker, set it to brown rice, and it comes out wonderful. And then we have homemade beans. We can mix them together. We can eat them in a bowl. We can put them in a tortilla. You can even mash the beans, whatever you want to do. So one of those two will be dinner tonight. What time is it? I don't even know. It's 4 o'clock, so whatever I'm going to do in the next hour. But that's all that's really been going on. Just trying to figure out me, what do I want to do? what do I want to do? I don't know. I started this channel, Time to Be Me, after having my blog for about 10 years. Maybe even, I think it was 2012 I started it. I can't guarantee that, but I think when I go back and read the oldest posts, they're back. I'll show you the blog in case you haven't seen it. I have it somewhere on my phone is WordPress. I can't find it. That's pretty funny. Social media. Maybe they changed the... Sometimes they change the... Oh yeah, they changed the icon. It used to be a white and blue, and now it's multicolored with a black and black. But let me go to Time to Be Me's blog. timetobeme.net. And I did do a blog post about the whole thing. But I'm trying to see... Let me go see my posts and see if I can go back and see when I started this blog. It's been at least 10 years. And I started it when our oldest son, or youngest son, excuse me, moved out. And it was going to be called, oh, I can't even remember. But it was about empty nesting, and it was time for me to decide what I want to do because I didn't have to worry about. Okay, for my it says this is my first post. It was February 17th, 2009. Today I start. I don't know if you can see that. 2009. So I've had that blog for a very long time, and I'd post on it for a few, I'd post on it for a while, and then I'd disappear for a while, and then I'd post. And it was more of just kind of a journal for me, and I did a lot of keto and vegan on it, and I don't want it to be about that because it really isn't. I do have a lot of keto posts on there, and occasionally I get somebody that subscribes to my, and they have keto in their name, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm not doing keto anymore. So I don't want them to think that, you know, it's about keto. But it's also called Time to Be Me, and let's see if it comes up as a site. Time to Be Me's blog. No, it's not showing me the actual blog. But it's Time to Be Me's blog, and it's timetobeme.net. Because I couldn't get .com. I still have my steffiesbeadsandbaubles.com. I just haven't been posting as much on that one either right now. I think my biggest problem was I stopped being creative. I stopped being able to create. I felt like I was stuck, and that's kind of why I had to step away. And maybe I'll eventually get motivated to go back over there. I mean, I might just create here. This is really what I wanted to do. Talk to you guys, create when I wanted to, cook when I wanted to. If I go somewhere, take you with me and show you where I went. If I, bake, garden. Some of that might go on this other channel. I haven't decided. Tracy and I might just do that other channel for the baking and stuff. But if I do, it'll be on the link tree, which is underneath every video I do. There's a link tree in the description box. And if you're confused what the description box is, under the video you'll see a sentence. And it says more usually. And you click on that, and it's everything I've written either about that video or in general. And there's always a link to my link tree, which has everything I'm doing personally. My blogs, my channels, everything. So that is under there. And my link tree is there. So if you want to, any channel I have will be under there. I really don't know what I have on it anymore. Let's peek. We'll go to this channel, and I will look. We're up to 50 subscribers, by the way. That's pretty exciting. And I'm going to go to my channel, and I'm just going to take this last video I did, and if you look at it on the phone, if you watch on the phone, there's a little arrow over here, and that's on any video you watch, and you hit that arrow and it opens up the description. And it'll tell you, and then it says more, and you open that up, and there's my link tree. But this is sometimes just the generic thing I wrote. But the but that's always on there. And now the new thing that they put on the videos is show transcript. So any video you watch, I think, it's on all of them, because I've had to do it a few times when I couldn't understand what they were saying. They were saying the name of something, and one word I couldn't hear right, so I would hit show transcript, and oh, that's what they said. I mean, something simple, like just one word that either the way they pronounced it, or they had an accent, or my hearing's not always great. It's great to be able to hit that transcript. Like when they list vitamins or nutrients and stuff, you really want to write it down. You can pull that up and see it, not have to try to figure it out. But that's what I'm talking about. And on TV, you don't see this, but on the computer, it's right below the video. So, but anyway, so not up to a whole lot right now, just still trying to figure it out, you know, and that's what I want to do. I don't babysit anymore, except randomly. Like, we're going to watch the 2 little ones tomorrow. So our daughter, so Tracy can take out her 15-year-old, because tomorrow's his 15th birthday. And she wants to take him out by himself. He loves to go thrifting. Take him to some thrift stores and take him out to lunch and do some fun stuff just with him. And David and I'll have the 2-year-old and the almost 5-year-old for a few hours tomorrow. So that'll be fun and interesting. Same as every day, just Tracy won't be here. So, she's here every day, Monday through Thursday. Oh, excuse me. I'm a little tired today. I didn't get to bed till really late last night. But anyway, so that's all that's going on. We're at 26 minutes. This is way too long, but you know me. I just talk sometimes. But I'm going to let you go because it is too long. I really did intend this to be about a 15-minute video. And I can do one of two things. Stop, delete, and start over. Or I can just end now, and you can watch what you want to watch. Sometimes I'll watch and go back a few times to finish a long video. You know, you don't have to watch it all in one sitting. So, but I'll talk to you soon, and I will try to be on more often and kind of bring you along with whatever we're doing. And I will, Tracy and I have the Hope Chest Reseller channel, and we will take you in here and show you what we've been up to. I did record one video, and I don't know if I can find it. My computer, it uploads my camera. Like, it used to put the new videos and pictures in at the top. Now I have to scroll down and find where they are, and they're like scattered. It's not like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and other pictures in between. And so I don't even know. Now, it has been putting the videos in one area way down. So I might be able to find the one Tracy and I did and put it up on our channel, but I don't know. It was just a little short one showing some things we had sold. I'll try to find it and post it. But like I said, I haven't really been on YouTube other than to watch in the living room. I haven't been on my computer in a week or two. So I'll be back soon. Thank you for all your support, both on Steffi's Beads and Baubles and here. And I do have a TikTok, Hope Chest Resell. And I do have an Instagram, or we do, Hope Chest Resellers. Both of them are Hope Chest Resellers, Instagram and TikTok. And TikTok is so fun. You all should do it. It's just, it's silly and fun. You just make a 15 second, 60 second, or 3-minute video. So basically 15 seconds, a minute, or 3 minutes. And I just show some little things. You can do it for anything. Show your garden. You can show what you made on, you know, your recipe. I mean, it's just fun. And a lot of people do it, and it's just, I love it. And then Tracy loves Instagram. She loves to take pictures, and I guess we're up to 50 or 60 followers now. I can't remember what she said, but she's in charge of that. I'm in charge of TikTok. So, and then of course I'm in charge of getting our videos up when we make them. So we'll do one soon. Maybe later this week we'll do one showing you some of what we've listed and how we've set up this room and some stuff we're going to list and stuff like that on Hope Chest Reseller. So I've got my finger in a few pots right now, and sometimes that can be a little distracting, but I have ADD from when I was a kid. I kind of have to do that, or I get bored. Not bored, but I almost need the distraction of more than one thing. But now we're up to almost 30 minutes. So I'm going to cut this off before it's 30 minutes. So I'll talk to you soon. Thank you guys so much. Bye.